Stream is going. But of course, you know, 30-second YouTube delay. I don't have the interwebs for 0 latency. That'd be cool, but that's just not a thing in my area. I have the fastest internet I can have.
What's the upload speed on that?
10 up, 100 down.
Oh. That's decent.
Yeah, it's decent, but it's the best I can have. Up, 100 down. All right. Do a Tyrant Mine on Thick Boy to start the stream off, and then I'm going to switch to Ranger for a little bit, I think. So I walked in my backyard earlier today to see how deep the snow was back there. It is in the drifts. So this isn't like shoveled piles of snow, but in the snow drifts, 4 feet. And normally it's about like 3 to 3.5 feet deep.
And acidic weapons. That's a combination I could do without.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
These bastards getting creative. Corvus said they've hit multiple caravans.
Speaking of Corvus, Hachi and Sev.
Freelancer. Ready to speak your Javelins and test? Just a normal day, Bastion.
Actually, opening up my bedroom window blinds this morning prompted me to do so because the snow was literally covering half of it. Half the window.
Found the relic.
Scars have done something to it. It's gone volatile.
For those of us who don't speak shape, but I'm bad, right?
Obviously.
Sounds unquiet.
Freelancer, you'll need to silence the relic.
And by sometimes, I mean winter. Summers are not fun here.
Also, my lip just started bleeding randomly for no reason. That's pretty cool.
Dude, my nose started bleeding the other day at school, and it bled for nearly 2.5 hours straight.
Yeah, I get nosebleeds like that sometimes. Only when it's like super, super dry in the winter, though.
I told my friend that I just couldn't stop bleeding, and she offered me a pun.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. that's good. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. God. Just imagine, just me in the machining shop, the pond shoved up my nose.
Right.
The day my instructor, like, he had me, one of my friends do this project. And it was really difficult because we were cutting wood, and that's the first time I've ever cut wood. So we got the drill stuck in it.
Oh.
After freaking drilling like a foot into this piece of wood, you got it stuck a foot down. And we were trying to get it out.
Energy levels are dropping. You're halfway there.
He came in there and they were like, we can't do this, Carlton. He's like, I had my 2 best students work on this. You tell me they can't do it? And I'm just like, Carlton, I don't know if you meant that as an insult, but you just said they were your 2 best students. So, I'm sorry, but I feel too happy right now to be sad and disappointed in myself.
Shot in the crit spot, and you get shot in the crit spot, and you get shot in the crit spot again.
You get shot like every encounter in a looter shooter, and you get shot like every encounter in a looter shooter. I still can't believe they did that to Glad.
I know.
Just like, and honestly, if he gets unbanned, that might be even worse, because the only reason he would get unbanned is because he has that big of a name.
Yeah, or maybe somebody realized their mistake. Maybe they meant to
but, like,
ban. Maybe they meant to ban Glad with 1D and not 2. You know, you never know.
But like, it could also be like, it could also be that they intentionally did it to somebody who had been getting all that loot. But like, if somebody got it who wasn't a big streamer, it would just be swept under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would pay any attention to it. Like that guy who just got banned for playing the most Fallout 76 of anyone ever.
900 hours and then got banned for having too much ammo, dude.
Yeah.
Did he get unbanned? I hope he did.
I don't think so. And it wasn't for having too much ammo, it's for having too much ammo pass through his inventory. So that
Really?
means, like, yeah.
Let's check the second relic.
So it's the situation of, he said that basically he had two characters, and he was switching his ammo from one character to the other to like decide on which guns that he liked and stuff like that, and which ones he wanted to use most. So if he had 1,000 of the ammo on his character and then traded 1,000 of it, 1,000 of the ammo back to the first character, and then after that traded one more ammo, traded one ammo out of that 1,000 that he just traded back to his first character, it would count as 1,001 ammo going through his inventory, instead of counting how much ammo he had in his inventory. So he could have one ammo in his inventory, but on Bethesda's end it would be that he had 1,001. So them saying that he had like 100,000 of this ammo and that's crazy just means that he traded it a lot of times.
Well, see, so here's the thing about that. With the amount of time that I've spent on 76, like, I've never really used 10mm, because 10mm is weak, right?
Yeah,
Everything that shoots 10
this
millimeters.
is ultra sight.
Well,
This is ultra sight
still, just an example. If I had kept every single bit of 10mm I have ever gotten, because I don't use 10mm ever, I would probably have like 50,000 ammo.
I know, imagine if you're a player trading and selling and buying. Like, if he's buying ammo from people, that's gonna count too.
Right.
Like, there's a very obvious problem here. There's even a perk in the game that makes it whenever you craft ammo, you craft 50% more.
Yep.
Oh god. Doing a freaking... I see that hot or cold bar on the top of your screen, and I wanna just... I wanna uninstall Anthem even though I don't have it installed.
I don't like the little Wi-Fi meter. The thing that threw me off about it, like when I first started playing the game, is that it's a circle, right? So you think it would rotate, but no, it's really just a 4-direction thing. It just happens to be in a circle graphic. So you could be like looking for something, and it could say, "Oh, it's in front of you," and then all of a sudden be like, "Oh, it's to your right," and then, "Oh, it's behind you now." Oh, and it's because it's like around a corner. It can't say it's slightly diagonal to the right of you, not, you know, which is what you assume.
I don't want to play hard or cold with the game dev. Stop. It's not the ideal situation.
This build is so strong. I'm gonna have to try out other builds tonight in my Colossus just because this one is so powerful.
You know what you should do?
Hmm.
You should play the melee character on GM1.
Oh God, no. No, no. No thanks. I mean, I am technically a melee character with a Colossus. I'm just, you know, meaty enough for it.
Dude, it legit seems like with how little thought went into creating that that Javelin, it really feels like they just saw Warframe and wanted to make a Warframe.
Already done.
Like a really fast-moving Javelin.
Yeah, that does melee, that can't regenerate, and doesn't have high armor. Like, it's not good. There are only two things that can happen with whenever you like start meleeing an enemy. Either you stun lock them forever, because the enemy AI is so bad they don't even recognize you, or you just immediately get shot by everything and die.
Right. Well, like, to have an interceptor and actually use the interceptor like you're supposed to, or like intended, you know, people use it, they're like, oh, I have a good interceptor build, I just shoot my guns from a distance. Like, no, it's not.
Every class can do that.
You need to have a Colossus like the one that I'm playing. You need to have something that's going to go in there, pull all the aggro, stun lock everything, so you can run around and melee like crazy. But doing that, like, I honestly hate interceptors that play interceptors correctly and follow me around meleeing everything because they steal my combos.
I don't want that omelet.
It seems like
But that's the right way to play the interceptor.
Ideas ever.
Well, you can tell the interceptor was the fourth Javelin they made, very clearly.
Yeah, like 2 months before release. Oh. That's gotta be fun. I always love being in a fight and then being pulled right in.
Yeah, that always happens there, because people always, like, just run ahead and don't kill the ads between. But I've gotten just as many Masterworks and the only legendaries I've ever gotten from a Tyrant Mine are from those enemies between these areas down here in this cave. Like, they drop good loot, but people skip them all the time because it's not, like, I don't know. They just don't think they can drop loot, which they certainly can.
Don't worry, everybody's probably got enough loot now. They don't need anything anymore.
You'd be surprised, man. Not everybody rocketed through the campaign to use the not working as intended glitches that were in the game. Not even I was leveled up enough for that. Because they fixed that shit, like, right away.
and ban you.
More scars, I know. He's looking extra powerful.
I honestly believe that, like, if there's an exploit in your game that isn't hurting other players to do, it's the fault of the dev for not realizing that there was this bug.
Yeah, I wouldn't really consider that an exploit, to be honest. It's just a bug.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean,
Like,
by definition,
that's the
sure, you're
difference
exploiting a bug, but...
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, exploits and bugs are different. Because an exploit is, like, messing the game up.
Right.
Like,
that would be my definition of an exploit. Is there's some way you can manipulate the game into doing something that's not intended. But if there's something that's not working as intended, just automatically, that's not the player's fault.
Yeah.
But if you're manipulating game files or manipulating something in the game to make something happen, that's a different story.
Like, I don't think it's exploiting to, like, go and loot chests that are in the game.
Right. It's something that I don't think is fun, and reminds me a lot of the loot cave in Destiny 1.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone drew comparisons to.
Yeah. Which, like, I knew about the loot cave, I knew exactly where it was, I knew exactly how to do it, because I obviously just shoot into a cave all day. But I never did it, not because, oh, it's not intended, so I'm not going to do it, because it was fucking boring.
Because you don't have a good podcast to listen to.
It was fucking boring, so I was like, I don't want to do that shit. That's boring as hell, man. I'm gonna go play the video game. Like,
I'm sure that was good for it was good for fire team chat.
yeah, probably. I mean, it gave you the potential of getting good loot, you know, and all that stuff, and it was mindless and easy, but it was boring, so I never did it.
Energy readings are
That's how I feel about strikes.
slowly. Just stay in the center. Any experience will cause
Mindless
energy
and
to spike
boring.
again.
Well, you don't see me spamming the strike playlist either.
Yeah. Yeah, like, everybody kind of realized it isn't really worth it anymore, is it?
Alright. Since you can't get the unique rewards from the strikes themselves, like you couldn't D1, you have to, you know, get them from the Nightfall.
Yeah. They're not adding any new strikes in the new DLC, right?
I don't know. It has not been confirmed nor denied. Have to wait and see.
I think they had a list of everything that they're adding, and that was
Well, there's more stuff that they're adding that wasn't in the list. So.
Freelancer.
well, I
stay on
mean,
the
like, they said exotic quests and stuff like that. Like, I would count all exotic quests in that, but
All right, but there's, I don't know. It'd be. I think the strike playlist could use a new strike or two.
you could use a whole new revamp and loot. They just need to improve the amount of loot you get. But then again, it is just the same encounter every single time. Like, hopefully they make Reckoning where, like, random enemies can spawn.
That's the way they made it seem.
If they do that, I think Reckoning will be amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing Reckoning. Because they made it seem like it's going to be like a gauntlet style system, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of gauntlets. I'm a fan of gauntlets in video games. I don't know if you remember this game or not. It's an old game, probably before your time. It's called like Gauntlet Legacy, or like Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I think it was a sequel. And it started out like as an arcade game, and then I think it was ported over to Sega Genesis, and it was so good.
Was it 2D?
Oh, yeah, it was Genesis, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, I didn't play it.
Yeah, it was a 2D side scroller, where you'd pick you'd pick like a hero, and you had a familiar as well that would just like mindlessly shoot projectiles. But you pick a hero and they have different abilities, and you would fight through these gauntlets to get to bosses, and then you know you just fight through the next gauntlet over and over and over again. And the enemies would get progressively more and more difficult.
I had never played a side-scrolling 2D game until I played Super Mario Brothers in 2015.
I don't think our friend liked
Wow.
that. Too bad. I'm
Yeah.
just getting started.
Like, just every now and then I had played with Spook
It'll stay that way.
at his house playing like Terraria, but that's it. Everything else that I've ever played has been 3D. Did I ever tell you that I figured out why I'm so bad at the new Spyro collection?
No?
The remasters.
It's pretty dark in here.
Spread
Remaster?
out a flare. It'll help.
They changed one thing in the remasters from the original trilogy, and that's how far out Spyro's fire goes whenever he breathes fire.
That's just wrong.
Oh, really?
And that's the thing that you wouldn't think would affect me, except for the fact that I speedran the Spyro games, like, from pretty young. So I knew exactly how far he could breathe fire.
Yeah.
And it's really weird to have to relearn that.
So back to like old games that you'd speedrun as a child. The original Sonic the Hedgehog games from Sega, I played the absolute crap out of those, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3,
It would be
all of them. Loved them.
Highly.
Next time I expect
And like
big-ass bugs to be in the mission briefing.
my mom, who bought the console for me, would watch me play them sometimes, and then like after I would go to bed, like she didn't tell me this until like just a couple of years ago, but she was like, yeah, she told me like, yeah, I would try to play the games after you would go to bed, and I had no fucking clue how you would do the shit you were doing.
Repetition, memorization.
Yep.
Man, I would work on precise jumps so much. Like for an hour or two, I would work on one jump to like get outside of the map so that I could complete a level fast. And still, like, my personal best would be 2 minutes slower than the world record. The coolest thing to me is, like, semi-recently, like 3 or 4 years ago, huge speed running tech was figured out for Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Like, for the longest time, speed runs took forever because there was. Did you ever play Wind Waker?
No.
Okay. So
The only
there's
Zelda
one-
game I ever played was Ocarina of Time.
That's a good one. But there's this one part where there's this big black wall
I'm gonna go with
that like
One for each of the tyrants left.
was stopping everyone from getting past it.
please.
And like through no clipping, people were able to find that that wall like extends past the skybox. Like, so there's completely no way to like get over this thing or any way to get around it. And like people had been trying to figure out how to get through this for the longest time. And then one guy got through it he was able to get through the wall itself like 4 years ago.
Wow.
And everyone was like, no, no way. There's no way that you did that. It's not possible. Like, you're definitely just like running a hack and acting like it happened. So a bunch of people plugged in the input, like the thing to show what all of their inputs are at any time, so that they'd be able to see what happened, and they just started going to work. And they were trying to do what this guy said, and eventually somebody was able to break through. And they just got all the inputs, and they're like, we can repeat this. This is incredible. And it just, the speed runs got shortened by like an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, just, dude, I love seeing stuff like that, where it's like, I always thought that this could be it, like that this was the fastest that it could go, and then you find one piece of tech, and suddenly you cut down the time by an hour.
Right.
Like, while everybody's trying to work on like shaving down this time by 1 minute, trying to get through here, you just shave an entire hour off, and they're like, "That's mine. I'm up here as the world record holder until like 2 days from now, when all you guys figure out how to do it faster."
Right. I recently watched a speedrun video from Resident Evil 2 of the one of the bonus playthrough things you can do, or as you play through like the Sole Survivor as Hunk, or whatever his name is. The dude took no damage, and I think he used like one knife, and it was insane. Just like the memory
placements.
Yeah, the perfect grenade placements, the memorization of like where zombies are gonna be, and like knowing like how to weave through the large groups just from practice.
To be fair, that Hunk one is easy because that's a 10-minute run.
Yeah.
Like that one, it's not even as much about memorization of what exactly to do. It's more of like figuring out how to do it the fastest.
Yeah.
Like a streamer that I watch primarily plays FPS games, and he just really liked Resident Evil 2 whenever it first came out, so he's been super into the remake. And he got super drunk the other night, and in celebration for him winning a Call of Duty tournament, he just went and got drunk and ran through the Hunk speedrun in 12 minutes.
Jesus.
He completely blitzed out of his mind and was like 2.5 minutes away from the world record. Also decided that he had to mess with Birkin. Couldn't just kill him. Screw with him too. So there's this whole... Oh, okay. Okay, I see what happened. I followed your link and it took me to the like YouTube gaming page.
Yeah.
Gaming.youtube. It's just like, what is all this stuff? This is so weird.
It's like fake Twitch.
Yeah. Playing on scuffed Twitch.
So that's... Jesus, that's going to be really, really good, actually. Gear 48% speed.
I don't know what that means.
Plus 48% speed, that's recharge cooldown. And when the random rolls down in the bottom here, when they have a little cog next to them, that means that this random roll only affects this piece of gear that it's on. But if there's a little dude in the box next to it, that means it affects your entire Javelin. So I mean, the other stuff on it isn't that great. I mean, the plus 10% to physical damage is really, really good, especially on a Colossus. But the sniper, 25% ammo, doesn't really matter. 60% pickup radius is a complete waste, but the 48% speed, like the recharge speed on this thing is really, really good. But
Jesus Christ, 4 rolls.
Oh my god.
4 random rolls. Oh no. I couldn't play that kind of game, dude.
They actually updated it recently to make it so that the rolls used to be completely random. Like, they would have no correlation to what they came on. But now, they do. So that's a thing.
Yeah, like, I was talking about somebody who got, like, plus fire damage. That would be on a flamethrower, but he got it on a regular gun, so it was, like, plus 0% fire damage.
Well, if it had the little dude next to it, then it's its entire javelin, which actually would be good. But if it has a cog next to it, then yeah, it's a complete waste.
Yeah, I think it was a cog. But it was also plus 0%.
Oh, yeah.
And people were theorizing that that was just because that number was so high that it would be broken. So they just bumped it to 0 so that it's not broken right now while they fix it and make it work okay.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting one. I hadn't had one of these before. So when something says restores 35 or restores armor, that's your red bar health on a javelin. And shields is obviously the blue shields, but Colossus doesn't have shields minus the physical shield I can put up to block things from the front. Which shield regen does affect that, but the shield regen for that is so fast anyway, it doesn't matter. So this thing, hitting an enemy with a rocket, restores 35% armor. So that's a way for the Colossus to heal itself. Which is actually pretty cool.
Oh. Yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
Probably have to try a firewall mortar build with that. Or maybe Voltic Dome. I could probably use Voltic Dome with that too. I think the next build I'm going to go with is going to be a flamethrower Voss's Arc build to see how that goes. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do a Ranger run. Danger Ranger loadout. I need better weapons. That's like I have one decent weapon to use that's for things that are not on a Colossus. It's fantastic. Hitting 2 enemies will usually heal you to full. That is fantastic, actually.
On your colostomy?
Yeah, on my colostomy. On my Colossus. Let's see, I'm actually going to switch from the Papa Pump to that because it's more of a stat stick. I don't usually have to shoot my guns at all in my Ranger the way that I have them set up. So it's better to have weapons that are stat sticks rather than weapons that can actually do damage. I do have I do have the highest damage weapon, the highest single hit weapon damage weapon in the game, but
Are you talking about GM3?
no, I'm not a
no reason to shoot anymore. Just use abilities. Have you seen like how little damage guns do in GM3?
It depends on what weapon you have. There's one weapon that has really, really high DPS. It's a heavy pistol that I don't have.
Bart Shy had a video of her with a minigun with like had like 100+ rounds, and she just emptied it all into an enemy. Like she broke its shield and did half of its health in one full mag of over 100 ammo.
Yeah. That was probably an autocannon. I only use my autocannon on my Colossus to break shields. That's the only thing I use it for. As soon as I hit red bar health, then I switch to using abilities.
It was just like, okay, no.
Waiting for Utmost to get online. He said he sent me a message directly. He's like, I'll be online soon.
How long ago was that?
About an hour ago.
Patching in our Corvus contact.
Freelancer, name's Sev. I was hoping we could meet in person, but I see you're eager to get started. Corvus has been tracking an elite Scarline called Skiros. We got the jump on it, but Skiros retreated to these caves. My team's built for ambushes, not sieges. At least you know your shortcomings. Skiros is wounded, but there's an entire swarm backing it up. You've got your work cut out for you.
Owie.
I know who you are. Is that a no?
Destroy the alarms or we'll be overwhelmed.
One down. I don't need a status update every time. But that was for Faye. Oh.
5 more, Freelancer.
That ability does so much damage, it's fantastic.
Which one?
My wrist laser. Because I'm Iron Man.
And done. Thank God, I was getting migraine.
We couldn't have that.
A lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Combo. Jesus Christ. I just realized this game is just Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Like,
That's why I like it so much.
You set up, like, setting up combos is just like setting up my
Except there's no cover system, which I don't like cover systems, as you know. So it's all the things from Mass Effect that I love, and none of the things that I don't.
Friendly.
What about story?
No comment.
Interesting metaphor.
Just like Anthem story.
Yeah.
I was watching Skillup's review and he's like, yeah, so there's this one part where I'm walking through a crowd of people out of my Javelin and like and they're telling me to go and follow someone and suddenly I'm just out in the
Skillup
open.
is quickly becoming another Angry Joe. The dude just doesn't like video games. I'm convinced.
He posts about games that he loves all the time.
I think Skilos might use it to cause a cataclysm.
Of course. Corvus doesn't do simple.
And then every game that I like, he's like, this game is the worst thing ever created ever in the history of humanity. I'm like, okay, whatever, Skillup.
My major disappointment with Anthem is that it's
Barrels just lying around.
Well, he did the same with Destiny 2, though. He made a video, was like, I'm never playing Destiny again, and then like a week later he was streaming Destiny. Like, okay, dude, really?
no, like he came out with Forsaken saying that it was great and it was a great step forward. I think he
Yeah,
probably
after
at some point that this is how the game should have been.
After he jumped on that hate bandwagon immediately.
Well, there was a lot to hate. Well, there was little to hate. That was the problem. I think just the biggest problem with Destiny 2 is just Destiny 1 again.
Well, I mean, so, like, people, I don't know what people, like, yeah, Destiny 2 is like Destiny 1, continued, weird. It's like...
No, it's not, it wasn't continued, though, because it was missing a bunch of the stuff that Destiny 1 had.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that it was.
Like, that's the problem that, like, everybody had, was, like, it was a restart again.
No,
like,
a lot, I think, no. I think a lot of people that started playing Destiny 2 after playing like 5 minutes of Destiny 1 were like, I don't like the way this game is just set up, so I'm going to give it the worst review ever, cough cough Angry Joe.
That is Angry Joe's whole shtick. His name is Angry.
Right.
I found the scars. Thanks, Seth. Very helpful.
I've got an idea, but it's definitely not.
But you know, Skillup is the one who invented coined the phrase Todd rays.
Calculated risk.
With those God rays and Fallout 76 coming from the
See those
ground.
explosives? Load the damn
I
thing.
thought it was pretty good. I like Todd rays.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Ow. Oh, I have 1 health. Oh, I have 1 health.
Like I was saying, I think the thing with Anthem is that it was really showing that this is no longer the BioWare that we knew.
Oh, it's their first attempt at a live service game, man.
But like,
Freelancer,
that's the whole
you need
thing.
to grab the explosives.
like, you should be trying to change how live services are. Like, if your strong suit is story, bump that shit up. And that was BioWare's thing. And then we assumed that like the Andromeda fiasco with like horrible story was because of BioWare Montreal, and it was B team, and that's why it wasn't as good. Oh.
Yeah, so here's the thing about Anthem story. I think Anthem story is good, but I want more of it.
Focus, please.
Yeah, which is weird to say about a game that was in development how long?
Yeah.
Like,
Since Mass
it's
Effect
not-
3 was
Yeah,
done.
it's not like we're short on time. It's been nearly 10 years. actually have no. I think it's been like 7. Well, wait, no, it might have been 10 from when Mass Effect 3 first came out.
Yeah, then there was a lot of DLC for Mass Effect 3 too.
Yeah, but oh no, it's been 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. Oof. That's a long time to be working on a game and it still lacks story.
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 76.
Oh no, that's not even a game. I think Fallout 76 would be fun if they just added that legendary guy in. It seems like you'll be able to trade in legendary gear to get like legendary tokens that you use to unlock more legendary effects on weapons.
Yeah, that'd be cool. This guy froze in a very unfortunate pose.
Okay. That might be enough to make it playable. It would actually give people something to work for.
Yeah, I mean, it gives them an outlet for grinding, but there needs to be more stuff to grind too. There needs to be more like nuke zones added in that are like actually good to nuke.
Yeah. Like people have been talking about how the what's it called? The nuclear winter game mode that's just came out.
Mm-hmm.
How that's like that might be their like TDM PvP mode that was in the finals.
Yep.
A long time ago. And I'm really hoping that it'll be like everywhere's nuke.
That'd be interesting.
Like you go in there and all the enemies are max level. Everywhere. Like you don't take any radiation damage, but all the enemies are max level.
Yeah.
They're all super strong. I think that'd be really good. I'm interested in that Wastelanders.
Explosives primed.
Yeah.
Get back, freelancer.
I wonder how long that game's been in development for.
Not too long,
And you
I
still
don't
got all
think.
your fingers and
But that game was made by like the BB team.
looks like we tapped into a primitive sewer system.
More than looks like it.
Good news is we're closing in on the construct.
It's like they were baking the cake at 120 degrees.
Seth, I want it noted that I'm literally
It's gonna take both forever
noted.
and not be good. Miss my mouth with my cup of water. I got
Shouldn't do that.
like an ice cold water all over me.
What's up, Voodoo?
Out of the sewer and into the frying pan.
That's not the expression.
Keep moving. Exits above you.
Ah, damn it! I forgot that. That's.
Yeah, I think. Did you just revive that guy? Do you revive people by putting out like a tether?
Yeah.
So you're reviving that man by putting the tether like 3 feet away from his body?
There's a little bit of desync between the servers. On his screen, he was probably over in that corner where I tethered to.
I just looked at that like, what?
It can be a little weird sometimes, yeah. Like if people are in,
AAA?
if people are in, well, there's gonna be desync.
Yeah.
There's, damn it, my hand is off the mouse. I got shot. The only time I've ever experienced desync like that is when I'm like flying through the air or doing like a dodge, and I end up dying. Because I'm like moving. Yeah, that's probably what happened to him, considering where he went down.
Fresh air. Are we close?
Yes. Energy readings are climbing.
Alright, that makes more sense. Still a little silly to look
I
at.
don't know, but it's not
Yeah,
just
I mean,
like
it's-
to try. I've never seen a swarm this size. And considering their defenses, this place must mean something.
It looks weird when it happens, but there is a reason for it.
Slick melee there, Morb.
I
All the
know.
way to the bottom. Now you're overheated. Rip.
Yeah. Getting overheated like that is sad. You're like, aww, and then you have to fall down. How goes the Ranger? Pretty good. I played in the Colossus. I did Tyrant Mine in the Colossus, and then did a Ranger, doing a Ranger thing. I'm probably gonna do another Colossus run after this one. Kind of switching it up, going back and forth, you know.
Interceptor next.
No.
Can we get Morb's a coward in chat, please?
Wow. This man's gonna make me play Interceptor tonight. So you type it in chat, okay.
I muted my mic too. So you wouldn't hear me click clacking.
I got a full like mic desk mount
Lol.
and a mic shock absorber. But my Blue Yeti is an off thread of what this Blue Yeti
Ooh, masterwork.
shock absorber is threaded for.
Oh no.
So I have to go and get threading tape and wrap that around a few times and then screw it back on.
Yeah.
I've had my kid for the last 2 weeks, so
Oh yeah,
it's
2
difficult
weeks,
to do
huh?
anything. Yeah.
It's also partly organic.
What?
Skilos isn't just the pilot. It and the tank are fused together.
It must have entombed itself to heal its
Yeah.
wounds.
The mother-in-law went
Can
out.
I still kill it?
Yes,
Bye-bye.
It'll just be a more
Oh,
complicated
yeah.
endeavor.
Yep, that's understandable.
Oh no.
What? What's happening now?
The construct's energy is still rising.
Freelance, if you don't shut that thing down, I'm gonna have an uncomfortable conversation with my boss. And you, well, you'll be dead or something weirder.
Great pep talk, Sam.
Yep,
Shield
that laser
panels
ability is
that'll
overpowered.
disrupt its shields.
Should we really be shooting shaper stuff?
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, when I say overpowered, I mean the YouTuber's definition of something being overpowered. It's just good.
Stop exploiting.
I made a...
Call BioWare.
There's a build guide that I made for the Colossus a week or so ago, using that build that I used earlier in the Tyrant Mine that I did, and I called it overpowered in the title. And someone commented, "It's not actually overpowered," and I was like, "Look, dude, when you gotta learn, when a YouTuber says this thing's overpowered, it's because it's just fun to use, and they're trying to get attention."
Like, small YouTuber, man. Chill.
Right?
Come on, man. 2019. You know how clickbait works.
Oh, okay. A lot of hurt. Ain't a lot of hurt.
Did you
Ow.
see any stuff about
Ow.
Borderlands 3?
Nope.
It looks like it's gonna get announced on at PAX East, PAX West, whichever one's sooner.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Like,
Oh my god.
like, Gearbox themselves were like saying, tune in for surprises, stuff like that. Did those guys get caught in the windmill?
Oh, yep. God. They're all a bunch of fucking idiots, and then all of the ads started attacking me, and I can't get away from that many things at once on a Ranger.
They're all down.
Well, I got 2 interceptors, a storm, and me, so...
Oh. Hey man, be an interceptor. It's fun.
Oh no, that other guy's a Ranger too. So I saw one of them go down to the fan, right? And I was like, okay, I'll go take down that fan next and go revive the guy. And then I look over the second time, and there's another dude dead in the fan. Like, really? Like,
What's happening now?
fucking kill the fan and then revive him. And then I look over, and the third one is dead in the fan. Like, no, no.
Great
Like-
pep talk, Seth.
Shoot the pylons.
Guys!
That'll disrupt its shields.
What are you doing?
Casper, you don't even play this game, and you know better. Like,
Cataclysm?
stand-in spinny thing? No? Okay.
That's it, shields down. Give them hell.
Didn't even know the fans would hurt you. But I see somebody over the fans, like... Did they do it?
Right. This is probably literally exact. I was gonna say that you've probably never seen this place ever, and you were like, "That guy died in the fan, didn't he?" Like,
Like, you just know that fans hurt you if you hit the blades.
right?
It's a thing in real life too.
Yep.
It's like, your teammate shot himself with his own gun, didn't he?
Yep.
But to give you an option to fire your gun backwards, be like, oh, I wonder what this will do.
Right.
What? I'm down. Doesn't
No
make
way.
sense, man. Stupid game.
BioWare, what the crap?
Whoa. I saw a little bit of blue in the corner of your screen while I'm like, oh no.
Right.
Don't tell me we talked all this shit he's about to die to the fan.
Well, I've had the fans like start up on me, and usually you're able to walk out of them, unless you're like about to die when you get hit. But oof. It almost happened just there too. But I looked up and I was like, I'm barely okay where I'm at right now. And then the fans turned on. I was like, yep, barely okay.
I sure was barely okay. Now I'm okay. Used to be barely okay. Now I'm fully okay.
This boy needs to be done with breathing. There we go.
Excuse me. Dude, I got so much content for my YouTube channel that I'm gonna make. Literally every day, I get somebody.
Oh yeah?
Like, every day that I've been recording with my dash cam, I get something. There's so many just bad drivers here. I need to see if I legally have to blur the license plate or not.
You might have
Not
to.
even as an act of malice, but just like pure laziness.
Ow! God. Okay. I got stun locked there.
Look, I'm not out here trying to dox people, but I also don't want to do a bunch of work.
Right. Oh, I'm in a fan. Oh, I'm in a fan. Okay, stun locked again.
You got stun locked to death?
Twice in a row.
Oh, wow, this really is like Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
I got stun locked in the fan there. I got hit with rockets until I died and couldn't move. As soon as I started getting hit by rockets, got revived. He shot rockets immediately, and then the fans turned on. Okay. Okay.
Literally, as you were explaining that, it was happening.
Yeah.
Scream.
Dude, I used my neti pot today for the first time. It's like a whole new world. I can smell stuff now.
Weird.
You know,
I wish that
sniffer.
I wish that these people in my group would do the thing.
Revive you?
It's pretty simple to, you know, do the thing. Oh, they did one of the things.
Shoot the pylons to take down the shield.
They're taking so long, the game's like, do you know how to do the thing? Like, I'll tell you how to do the thing. You gotta shoot the... Oh god, one dude just ran into the fan to try to revive me. And now he's down. Is that a windmill? It's a... I don't know, it's a weird, stupid thing. Okay, let's not stand here and be on fire. Okay.
The thing you should not run into. Oh, uh-oh, I see him. I see him more.
You see him just get wrecked.
He's coming. There he goes. What? Oh, God. These are some grade A Pegas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm using your overpowered laser on the boss.
Screw you, stunlock rockets.
So does your grenade go wherever you click it in the beginning, even if you walk away in your animation?
Yes.
It's so nice.
Do I ever play with other YouTube channels? I mean, I would if people were ever... Like, I don't have the time to go searching out other people that will, but I would. I don't have anything against it.
I don't feel bad, Morph's just antisocial.
Clearly.
He wouldn't even play Apex with us whenever.
Oh yeah, because you were asking me and I was saying no. That's how that happened. Yep.
Hey man, I'm glad we're on the same page now.
Didn't know we were living in Bizarro world.
Jeez, you made a Bizarro reference. I just made a Bizarro reference the other day.
Also, you know how you said this is like Mass Effect? Do you see the paint job that I have on my Javelin right now?
Is it N7?
You'll see.
Wasn't that like a pre-order thing?
No.
You could slap N7 on?
No. You could buy it with in-game currency only.
Oh, okay.
You can't pay money. You can't pay real money for it, and it's like 30. It's really expensive. It's like 39,000 a coin or something like that.
Just slap N7 on something. Okay.
Oh, gear plus 75% damage. Holy crap. Who dressed like Iron Man? I don't know. A lot of people in this game dress like Iron Man.
Say everyone?
Utmost actually has a pretty good Iron Man paint job on his Ranger. It actually looks like Iron Man. Like he has the colors correct. Like even the shades of red and gold are correct. And it doesn't look like some cheap Kmart fucking action figure. This is Steel Dude, not Iron Man. There's no copyright problems here.
Jesus.
Detonates a fire explosion after applying fire effect to 2 enemies. Yeah, that's interesting. Can I get the same paint job as Kung Fu Panda? I don't know. I've never watched Kung Fu Panda.
Get away. Gimme.
I did, unfortunately, play World of Warcraft through Mists of Pandaria, which was basically Kung Fu Panda. Probably. I don't know.
Nice cover.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. Never.
Well, they had Kung Fu Pandas in fucking World of Warcraft. It's like... I've got nothing against watching Disney movies. It's just that's a Disney movie I've never watched because I was...
I don't think it's Disney, but...
Really? Oh, well, that shows how much I know about it.
I'm pretty sure it's DreamWorks.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
Alright.
DreamWorks. I'm smart.
SMRT. Alright, going back to Thick Boy. Alright, so the build that I'm using on my Colossus for this run is a little bit different. I'm using Flamethrower. So, Victor's Advantage. Enemy with increased Flamethrower damage. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm using a Flamethrower as my primer. I could use Solvent Green, but I'm using the Flamethrower as my primer. And I'm using Voss's Arc as my detonator. I'm going to see how this goes. And then as far as weapons go...
You say Voss's Arc?
Yeah, Voss's Arc.
Star Wars character.
Vassa, spelt V-A-S-S-A. So I would assume it's pronounced Vassa, but I could be wrong. But weapons, I'm using my Fist of Strahl, autocannon, and Sentinel's Vengeance grenade launcher. Are they adding new Javelins in DLC? I wouldn't assume why not. I mean, it's just going to add more stuff to the game, you know? I personally don't have any idea of what they would base the Javelin around, you know, because each Javelin has their own playstyle. Like the Colossus, I'm up in everybody's face, making everybody have a bad day. The Ranger, you know, kind of like has super high single target damage, but isn't that great at AoE, whereas the Colossus is amazing at AoE. The Storm, you know, hovers in the back and does a bunch of, you know, throwing of, you know, abilities. And the Interceptor is really good at dying. So that's that thing's goal. I don't know what they would put in for a 5th Javelin. I have zero ideas. Like a samurai one, like a Genji. Oh, the Raiden hat shoots lightning out of his fingertips. Here's an idea. They need to add in a Javelin that can, when you pop your ultimate, you can throw flaming hammers. Huh? How about that? How about that?
Oh, by the way, a new Warframe that's coming into Warframe has a jetpack and is able to hover.
Of course. Everybody just rips off everybody now. That's just the way it is. Original content? Nah.
I'm okay with a new take on content.
I'm fine with it too, but it's just funny.
They're making it their own. No, it kind of was their own from the beginning.
Ooh, there's 2 thick boys in this one.
Excuse me?
That's what I call the.
And acidic weapons. That's a combination.
That's what I call the Colossus, thick boy.
These bastards get creative. Corvus said they've hit multiple caravans.
Speaking of Corvus, patching in Sev.
Freelancer, ready to put your Javelin to the test?
Just a normal day, Bastion.
Like,
Well,
okay,
what's not normal is the scar activity in this region. We think this is where they're making the acid.
Any idea how?
I want you to find that out. And put a
We.
Found the relic.
Scars have done something to it. It's gone volatile.
stop to it. Those of us who don't speak Shaper, that's bad, right?
Obviously. Freelancer, we'll need to silence the relic.
Hey, Frank. Okay,
No,
that man's disappeared.
The random conversations in the tower really make for some funny accidents sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I just saw, I think yesterday, somebody post that a conversation they overheard in the tower today, where somebody's saying, "You're never too old for Crimson Days," and the other guy said, "I lost my wife during the second attack."
That was in the thing that DMG posted today, actually.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
The drifter asked the dude, you know, like, why didn't you celebrate it? And then the guy was like, I lost my wife.
My wife. Oh. So, oh, rip. Oh, but that seriously.
F's in chat. I mean, what?
But I need to go home. I'm sorry.
I had one more shot with my ultimate. I was like, who's gonna die? You! A little red bar enemy, you could call him.
Did you go down in an earlier round?
What?
Call Out Boy song.
Oh.
Because we're going down in an earlier round. Trigger, we're going down swinging.
Oh, is that what that song lyric says?
Yeah.
That was never a Fallout Boy, but
Neither was I.
I remember watching the music video on MTV2 when MTV2 still played music videos. And all I remember was we're going down, because we're going down swing. I didn't know what the fuck they said.
Going down in an earlier round.
All I know is the music video was weird because the dude had like antlers.
Yeah. See, it was different. And the girl's dad didn't like him because he was different.
I'm different because I dye my hair and I'm sad all the time.
They're not even sad all the time.
I know, I'm making a funny about emo people.
That was the whole thing about them, is the lyrics were so poppy.
Can't wait until Apex gets a battle pass. Don't mind we're spending the money on the game if it's worth it. Yeah, man, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think Respawn is perfectly fine with putting in battle pass to Apex. It's been a really successful game.
Yeah. They just need to fix the wingman. Fix the wingman. I'll probably be playing like every day.
And make the Mozambique not a complete meme.
I'm okay with it being a complete meme. What really needs that wingman is far more broken than anything else I've ever experienced in a video game.
Wait, the
That's
music
saying a
television
lot.
channel actually played music? Yeah, dude, I'm old.
I mean, the entire music industry wasn't destroyed by people illegally downloading music, which caused bands to not make music videos unless they were completely sponsored by one thing.
Yeah. Back when, like, every band made a music video for every song in their album. No matter if it was, like, a popular song or not. Evade? I don't evade on a Colossus.
A loaded god comp, like second fully.
Oh, is that what that lyric says? I thought it said, cock that bullet. Because that's what I hear.
Complex. I can hold it.
It was Headbanger's Ball. I'm not that old.
Yeah, AC/DC's Big Balls.
I've heard the song, don't like AC/DC though. Slipknot's the best band in your opinion? Corey Taylor is a very good vocalist.
Yeah, I like Corey Taylor more than I like the Slipknot. Oh, I'm actually playing Destiny 2 right now,
Wow.
and I'm doing a forge, and the first enemy that I killed dropped his forge ball right into the hole, and it got lost forever.
Lol. You're wrecked. You guys
Like,
remember
glad to be
White Town?
back.
I don't know what White Town is. It sounds pretty Monka though, in 2019 terms.
Yeah. Wait, is he asking you if you're from that age?
Oh my God.
Ooh, big oops.
Get an F in chat for my ego, please. This build is not nearly as overpowered as the other one that I usually use. They played with Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, Korn, Limp Bizkit, and all that. Oh, I don't know. I guess I've never heard of them, which is weird. I probably have heard their music, but don't know the band.
I'm only into shitty pop punk bands.
Yeah, Casper's a emo boy when it comes to music.
Kind of interference, just in music. I'm actually
Am I like 40? No. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What was that?
It came from below.
I'm gonna go commit scooter ankle real quick.
Producing the eggs. If we don't get rid of the source, the scars will come back and keep.
Morb, did you know
Hey, find me a way underground.
that Scooter dies
The scooter dies.
from Borderlands?
Does he really?
Yep. He dies in the Tales from the Borderlands Telltale series.
Oh, see, I never played that.
Yep. It just killed off one of their most popular characters
Oh man.
in
There.
in the
That
Telltale
door should
series.
lead underground.
Why is there a door to a cave?
To keep something out?
Or
I mean, it's effective. It makes you sad.
oh, the big bad Corvus agent's not a fan of scorpions. What? No, that's the likability isn't up for debate.
How old is not old, Morb? I am 31.
Wow. It's almost peaceful down here.
Scorpions can't swim, right? Don't worry, Seb. I won't let them get you.
Still trying to come to terms with the fact that I'm 23 already.
Yeah. The years go by quicker and quicker.
I can just feel all the promise in my life slipping away.
Wow.
That's a lot of eggs.
You know what they say? You've got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette.
Wanted to be a lawyer,
I
more.
don't want that omelette. What is that?
Another relic. Careful, freelancer. It's unstable.
I hate it when they do that.
What do we do
Be a
now?
lawyer. Now the best I can hope for is to be a union leader.
It's not a bad thing, though.
Yeah.
I'd rather be that than a lawyer.
Oh, I'd love to be a lawyer.
$31, that's ancient. Fuck you.
I mean,
Heads up, scars are coming.
How'd they get down here?
Bastards love to blow.
Like, I grew up when video games, like, first started becoming, like, popular.
not helping yourself.
I don't know how I'm not helping myself. It was a good time to grow up, man. 90s cartoons are the best cartoons ever. Like, growing up playing, like, Super Nintendo when it was a new, the Sega Genesis, all the Sonic and Mario games. There's just so
Super Nintendo?
Super Nintendo. Like, it was a good time.
Hey, three lights up. More scars.
What wasn't a super good time was right when I graduated college for, you know, working in the automotive industry, was the exact month that the automotive industry took a dive. So that was fun. That was a good time to start my career.
Great one. Don't forget F in chat.
Hey, door's still closed and there's notes everywhere.
Give it a minute, it should work itself out.
Should.
Energy readings are stabilizing.
Kid Icarus was your first game?
Center, any interference will cause
The first game console I ever owned was a Sega Genesis.
First game system Morb ever owned was an Abacus.
Wow, dude. I don't remember what my very first video game was. It was probably Sonic 1. Because I was a real big fan of the Sonic games. But I was also a big fan of the Mario games too. So, but the first Nintendo game system that I had was N64. But my friends had, you know, like the regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff. So
Stay on the platform.
it's like I had the Sega and they had the Nintendo, you know. You heard that EA wanted to call this game Rocket Man and his Funky Friends? I don't know where you heard that from, but it's a good one.
Dude, my favorite news article this week is that evidently Anthem Legends was leaked a year ago and nobody cared enough to report on it.
Apex Legends, you mean?
Yeah. Apex Legends was it was leaked a year ago. Everybody was like, okay, cool.
I remember the first video game that ever gave me a jump scare was Turok on the N64. That wasn't like a jump scary game. That was like it was a first-person shooter, and you were trying to like. I don't remember what the exact premise of the game was, but it was like a game where there was a bunch of mazes built into it, and there was like dinosaurs and stuff in the game that would kill you. And one of my very first jump scares of a video game was like a velociraptor jumping out of a bush or something in that game. Just coming around the corner and like being eaten alive by a velociraptor, you know?
That game's marketing team was one of the best ever.
For Turok?
Yeah. They had an ad campaign that they would pay you. They'd pay you $20,000.
I don't think our friend like that.
No, I think they actually pay like $5,000 to legally name your child Turok.
Oh, good lord.
And then they also had another thing where they were going to pay for ad space on someone's tombstone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird, like, looking back at those old games and, like, being super nostalgic about them. And then you play them, and they're not at all like what you remembered.
They're like, this is trash.
Like, wow, I thought this looked good.
Pretty dark in here.
Throw down a flare. It'll help.
You freelancers have tools for everything.
Hulkbuster? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Remember?
Didn't Bethesda do the same thing with Dovahkiin? I don't know.
Not helping.
I don't think they were doing it for ad space on people's graves. I think that's just a Turok thing.
It would be unprofessional to cut the link, right?
Highly.
Damn it.
Next time, I expect big-ass bugs to be in the mission briefing.
Even Corvus doesn't know everything.
I think the big joke with that Turok 2 thing as well is it was, what if you wanted to double up?
I think there was multiplayer in that game, if I remember correctly.
No, I mean, name your dead baby Turok.
Oh, God.
How you double up?
Wow.
Ladies and
A
gentlemen,
whole new
not
level.
Ready for that one. Just like, I think there was co-op in that one. I'm like, nah.
See, my brain just doesn't go there. Yours does.
That's the worst. It's like, well, what about the sequel?
If you named your child Dovahkiin on November 11th, 2011, you'd get free Bethesda games and merchandise for life. That probably wouldn't include Fallout 76.
Your child dumpster fire.
Yeah, yeah. That was like the Fallout 76 Atom Store stuff.
Oh, this... Name your kid Adam. My good. I named my child Overseer.
Oh my god.
I know when Bethesda was a cool company when that guy was like, hey, I'm gonna mail you guys a jar full of bottle caps. Is this enough to get Fallout 4? And they were like, yep, here you go, bud. And they gave him Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And kept the bottle caps.
Adam is the good religion in Fallout. I don't know if you consider that good.
And more to each their own. You say potato, I say coal.
Right. Oh, I am all up in this spider's business right now.
Excuse me. Shooting at those pustules on the side.
Yep.
Popping those blackheads.
Even the way it
Oh, no, they're
dies is
whiteheads.
unnerving.
I wonder how many years it'll take me to forget that thing. I'm gonna go with 8.
One for each of the tyrant's legs.
Oh, no more scorpion talk, please.
I don't like fighting enemies like that.
Part of the deal, name a kid after a video game character and get free stuff for life, including the bad shit. Yep.
Like, can I refund this free game? Can I just send this back to you guys? I don't want it anymore.
Oh, okay. Instead of going and finishing up that that thing, it just gave me a connection problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You want to name your kid Venom Snake?
Please don't. It's too easy, man. Don't do it. Don't do that to your kid. You and I both know what's gonna happen.
I log back in and it's like, stronghold complete. Like, uh-huh.
I know.
Sure is. And now the stronghold complete thing is stuck in the middle of my screen. Okay, it's gone.
Glory rank up.
Okay, that sound is now looping. Oh my god, chat pulled it off. Sneak! Sneak! Snake! Alright, what do I want to use? Let's see here. Let's use this best defense thing. And my Voltic Dome. Wonder what happened to Utmost.
She seems like quite the character. If she actually brings
Probably died.
I mean, I'd feel bad if he did.
I mean, you wouldn't really know, would you?
No, he just wouldn't ever log on ever again.
Yeah.
That's what's bad. That's what's, you know, the bad thing about having internet friends, you know? You don't know what happens to them if they just log out and never log back in.
Or is it a good thing? Is ignorance bliss? Huh? Don't know if anything bad happened to him, but you don't know if nothing bad happened to them either. Yeah? Think about that?
Oh, Shelfty's actually online playing Anthem. But does a bro message me? No. Of course not.
Rip. Don't worry, Morv. I'll play Destiny 2 with you next week.
Yay.
I'll return. Prodigal Son will return.
Two thick boys and two storms in this one.
Seth, I was hoping we could meet in person, but
This other guy's name is Babyface Norman.
Oh,
I
you were
just-
saying that we were both thick boys.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe. We do both main Titans, so I mean.
I'm working on it, bud.
Oh, that does a lot of damage.
That's the idea.
Dang it. Need some flex seal. The Scar needs some flex seal.
Hope you weren't expecting a covert mission. I know you're hard. Is that a no?
Destroy the alarms or we will be overwhelmed.
One down. I don't need a status update every time.
Well, that was for Faye.
Oh,
5 more, freelancer.
And done.
thank God I was getting a migraine.
We couldn't have that.
Yeah, I think my other build is stronger still. Combos don't do as much damage.
friendly.
Does he though? Nothing but meat and potatoes behind that shield. Stagger him and then dig in.
Interesting metaphor.
Whoa, I'm hungry. Can we not talk about food right now? See? That wasn't so hard.
Says the backseat driver.
Hold on. I'm detecting.
Your favorite Metal Gear character is Revolver Ocelot.
Damn it, this speeds up our timetable.
Why? What's happening?
There are records of a shaper construct in this area. There's the hunch, but I think Skilos might use it to cause a cataclysm.
Ugh, of course. Corvus doesn't do simple missions.
It's not like I told Skilos the construct was here.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Assault rifles are just outclassed by everything, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Breakneck would have been so good if it was energy ammo.
Not every problem has to be solved with a hammer. If we restart
I
the
really
power,
feel like
it
it
should
might
fix
be
itself.
like the best mob killing gun in the game if it was energy ammo.
Look at all these barrels just lying around.
They could at least organize them.
Yeah, Scars don't really do that. Try filling up the pump, freelancer.
I'm gonna bring it down, Big Mama's House 3. What? I'm confused.
We're in.
Hey, congratulations, you opened the door.
Hey, don't knock the little wins. They're important.
Congratulations, you opened a door. What a jerk.
Built an
Done.
entire fortress down here.
Scars may not be pretty, but they are resourceful.
Wow. Need to recirculate the air in my Javelin.
Please do.
Ow. Am I streaming all night long? No. But I'm streaming for a while still. By the way, if you guys have not hit the like button yet on the stream, you should probably do that. It helps me out. I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, the hell are you doing? You should definitely do that. It doesn't cost you a damn thing.
We're locked in. I found the scars. Thanks, Seth. Very helpful.
I've got an idea that it's definitely not covert.
Told you, not a priority.
And freelancer, It might cave you in.
Well, I'm telling the YouTube police that you
The
curse at your
structural
audience.
integrity of that wall is weak. See those
I
explosives?
said, damn.
Load the damn thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I expected more out of you.
I
don't know why.
Wow.
And man, it is what it is, alright?
Freelancer, you need to grab the explosives.
Ooh, masterwork.
Ooh, skinny.
Satisfying when you take down 3 squads by yourself on Apex because your teammates are just running around like headless chickens. Yeah, it's fun taking out full squads.
Give yourself plenty of time, huh?
It's a default setting.
Focus, please.
Oh. I got the Jotun.
Nice.
What's our rapid hit? Nothing. Oh, God. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be here.
Explosives primed. Get back
If you like
to
playing
Freelancer.
through Borderlands for some reason, Borderlands is a good game.
Way clear.
And you've still got all your fingers and toes.
Okay.
Always a plus.
Ugh.
I enjoy it a lot.
Looks like we tapped into a primitive sewer system.
More than looks like it.
Good news is, we're closing in on the construct, and probably more scars, but that's to be expected.
Seth, I want it noted that I'm literally walking
Also, it
through
said
shit
Borderlands
right
1 might be getting a remaster.
Oh yeah? That'd be neat.
I really feel like it needs more of a remake than a remaster.
Yeah.
On PC, you can get that. Like, that's the joy of cell shading. It looks beautiful.
Right. Yeah, so that's like something I really, really like about Borderlands. The art style is just amazing.
Lasts forever.
Yep. Realistic graphics only look realistic like the year they're new.
I don't know, man. I really think that Resident Evil 2 Remaster is gonna look, or Resident Evil 2 Remake is gonna look realistic forever.
Keep moving. Exits above you.
Eh.
I can't, dude, like, all of the models in the Resident Evil 6, it's part of the Resident Evil 6 engine. All of those models have to be scanned in.
All the dark humor was a nice touch. Yeah. There was so much done right with Borderlands.
And then it was all done wrong in the pre-sequel.
I still had fun with the pre-sequel though.
There's too much traveling for me. You're just moving around way too much.
Go all night. I have to work tomorrow, so streaming all night isn't an option for me, unfortunately.
Fresh air. Are we close?
Yes. Energy readings are climbing.
I bet if you guys tipped enough, he'd do it.
Nope. Because I still have to work tomorrow no matter what.
I mean, they tip $1 million.
Okay, yeah. Donate, like, if somebody tips me like 50 grand, then I won't go to work tomorrow.
I have a feeling you're like, yo, boss, I'm gonna level with you. I was given $50,000 to stay up all night last night. It'd probably still be a day, but probably less of one. Just in case that employer is watching, the views of this voice do not correctly match the.
My boss does not know about my YouTube channel.
Who knows, man?
Don't tempt you. Okay. If you can afford to donate 50 grand, I'm gonna tempt the shit out of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, that's not how you get that done.
Right. That's all it would cost. 50 grand.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I totally deserve that. I work with cars. I used to. I guess I technically still do, but I don't work on cars anymore. I was
It and the tank
permanently
together.
injured
It must have
in
been
2011.
heal its wounds. Cool theory.
Permanent spinal injury.
Yes, it'll just be a
Kind of took me out of that.
There aren't really temporary spinal injuries.
There's really not.
Oh no. What? What's happening now?
Am I a car? I'm
Process
totally a
energy
car.
is still rising.
Caught me.
If you don't shut that thing down, I'm gonna have an uncomfortable conversation with my boss. And you, well, you'll be dead or something weirder.
Great pep talk, Sam.
Shoot the pylons. That'll disrupt its shields.
Should we really be shooting shaper stuff?
What's the worst that can happen? Cataclysm?
Just about as gaseous. Got him.
Spinal stenosis? I don't know what the medical term stenosis means, but
Bonitis.
bonitis.
Oh no, I forgot to cure my bonitis.
I was too busy being the 80s guy.
That's it, shields down. Get on hell.
But yeah, no, like there was a accident that happened to me while I was working, and it compressed my spine and it caused permanent nerve damage that control the muscles that hold my spine in alignment, and blah de blah. And it's just yeah, it's a mess. I would not recommend a permanent spinal injury to anybody. If you can just say no, just click no on that checkbox. Just do that.
Oh shit, Morb, thanks for telling me now. It's scheduled for next week.
Right, right.
It's a bullet. Maybe literally. You don't know.
Maybe literally. At least it's not bone spurs. Yeah, I've heard those are pretty painful.
And those who wouldn't have been able to serve in Vietnam. The Zynga.
Not that old. That question reminded me of the Dragon Ball Z Abridged parody where Goku asked Piccolo if he was a Yoshi. Dude, that's one of my favorite lines from DBZ Abridged. Are you a Yoshi? Oh my god. DBZ Abridged is so great.
Dude, it honestly, the influence of DBZ Abridged is all over that Broly movie.
Is it really?
Yeah. Dude, that movie is amazing. I'm really glad I got to see it for free on YouTube. Or it got taken down.
Ooh, another free masterwork.
My favorite part. Oh.
Yay,
Yeah, is
stun
it
lock.
okay if I spoil the Broly movie? Be like 10 minutes before they're into.
I would prefer if you didn't.
Wow, what a loser. I'm pretty sure I said it to you.
You probably did.
Just how Frieza is. Incredible. I Oh no, bro. What's happening? Also, this isn't a spoiler, but there's one scene that's where Prince Vegeta is out whenever Planet Vegeta is destroyed, and he's out on a planet with Raditz, and Raditz is Raditz as a child is being voiced by the same guy who voices him as an adult with the same voice.
Oh my god.
Shoot the pylons to take down the shield.
And it's like 10-year-old Raditz. It sounded like this. It's the funniest shit ever. And Vegeta says to Frames, "Aw, no, I'll never be King Vegeta." There's some real character building in it. I recommend it.
Yay, that ultimate does things. And by does things, I mean barely anything. This boss fight is taking 5 ever.
The Broly movie was removed. It's copyright. It's by a copyright strike from your Get Your Media LLC.
They totally own the copyright and deserve to claim that.
Well, they might have been licensed by Funimation.
Finally! Holy crap.
So my question is, how long has that Blade Barrage exploit been a thing?
I don't know.
Remember that one? I don't know if you saw it. The one video that Bakken had of him like being up in a high spot where he shouldn't be on Mayhem.
Yeah, I remember it, but
I
don't.
wonder if he got up there from doing the Blade Barrage glitch.
I'm not sure.
So yeah, it's probably it's a likely scenario.
Wow, we got 4 Masterworks from this one.
Oh.
Wow. What's the chances of one of them being a weapon?
All DBZ characters named after food. What about Chi-Chi?
What difficulty is this? This is Grandmaster 1. The teammates I just had in there were bad. Love your vids. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man.
Oh, it's a wholesome thing. Vegeta. Vegeta.
Oh my god.
Something strange. Neighborhood. Oh, rip. This forge just started with me as the only one in here.
Rip.
And my teammates spawned in to being surrounded by explodey boys.
Mmm.
They all exploded. Turn the fire. Nope.
Can I show you all my Masterworks? I can do that.
Oh, those are just for me to see, bud. I'm the only one that sees these masterful works.
So the weapons that I have, I don't really have like impressive weapons other than these snipers are pretty good. This is probably my best sniper.
I beg to differ.
Wow. Wow. My other weapons are kind of meh. The Fist of Straw is really good. I like the Fist of Straw, but that's a good one. It's a good one to have on your Colossus. The Masterwork grenade launcher I have is okay. This one I'm using right here. It detonates an area of effect acid explosion on a hit streak. And then this grenade launcher is kind of lackluster. Pop a pump is okay. Like my weapons all kind of suck. The gear, however, is where all this stuff comes into play. So I think I have every piece of gear, Masterwork or Legendary, for Colossus. The best loadout that you can have right now for Colossus is going to be a combo using Solvent Green, because while equipped, combos do 200% more damage, which is really, really powerful. And you pair that with Voltic Dome, and when enemies are hit by Voltic Dome, they get frozen. So you have a double primer, and then you use your melee as a detonator. Then for boss damage, you can lob acid at them and then hit them with your weapons. There is an element that acts like slag in this game. Yep, that's the acid.
Fun fact, Corrosive in Borderlands 1 also did the same thing that Slag does in Borderlands 2.
Yeah. And then this is probably one of the better Masterwork components to go off of. So increase combo damage by 50%, which is really, really good. And then detonating combo increases ability damage by 40% for 20 seconds, which also, since you're increasing ability damage by 40%, increases combo damage by another 40% while that's going. So that's really, really good. This one's, it's okay. You really have to go in melee for that to work, though. A blade of shielding can kind of save your ass in a lot of situations. This doesn't work as intended right now, this one. Performing a multi-kill of 5 with my ultimate increases ultimate charge by 3,300%. It gives you that ultimate charge while you're in your ultimate, so if you get a multi-kill of 5 with your ultimate, you get an extra shot, and then if you get another multi-kill chain with that extra shot, you get another extra shot. So you can have, your ultimate goes from 3 shots to 5 shots. But I think what's intended is if you get a multi-kill of 5, you get 3,300% ultimate recharge after the ultimate's done. I think that's the way that was intended to work, but it just doesn't work that way. This one's really good. The passive's kind of meh. The physical shield breaking causes an explosion around it. That's kind of bad, but increases electric and fire damage by 35%. It's really, really good. So, yep, all that stuff kind of works out pretty good together. Let's see here. I'm going to give this reinforced hull a try. When an effect is cleared, damage is increased by 20%, can occur once every 10 seconds. I don't know if that means once you detonate a combo, we'll have to see. And there's no Masterwork support gear in the game yet. So the BioWare said they're going to be adding in Masterwork support gear, but we'll see. We'll see when that happens. But I'm actually going to switch to the Ranger again for this next one. None of my Ranger, I'm using this weapon because it's just a stat stick, basically. Gives me 25% more ultimate damage, 25% more recharge speed with my first ability. Assault launcher. This is the build from the video that I posted today. Ember's Lance. And then using the Last Argument grenade. In the future, am I going to be doing Interceptor guide and builds? Eventually, yeah. I need to farm for the gear on the Interceptor and the Storm. I'm not really a fan of the Interceptor right now, so I've been kind of delaying leveling up that Javelin, getting gear for that Javelin. So I'm just not a fan of the playstyle of the Interceptor, but eventually I'll do the thing.
Else.
Probably do the Storm. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, definitely going to be doing more build guides and stuff like that for sure. Is this a Mass Effect skin on the Ranger? Yes, it is. The decal. So there's no skins. The paint job is all custom. Like, you can customize every bit. So that paint scheme is one that I came up with. I'm sure other people are using the same thing too, but I had to put that on there. And then the N7 decal kit is the stripe down the shoulder, the red and white stripe down the shoulder and arm, and the red stripe on the helmet, and then it says N7 on the chest.
Threw an N7 sticker on his Javelin. Almost said on his Warframe.
Fact, Shooty McShootface will not be appearing in Borderlands 3.
It's upsetting.
Who was Shooty McShootface? I forget.
The guy who said, "Shoot me in the face! Right in the face!"
Oh,
He's in
yeah.
Is it 1,000 Cuts? Is that the area? Where you find Brick.
Mm.
You had to not shoot him in any other body part. Just the face.
You had to shoot him in the face. Alright, we got one thick boy and 3 rangers.
Scars and acidic weapons. That's a combination I could do without.
Last thing we need are these bastards getting creative. Corvus said they've hit multiple caravans.
Speaking of Corvus, hatching in Sev.
Freelancer, ready to put your Javelin to the test?
Just a normal day, Bastion.
Well, what's not normal is the scar activity in this region. We think this is where they're making the acid.
Any idea how?
I want you to find that out and put a stop to it.
Found the relic.
Scars have done something to it. It's gone volatile.
For those of us who don't speak Shaper, that's bad, right?
Obviously. Freelancer, you'll need to silence the relic.
Alright, later, dude. Mislail? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry if I mispronounced it, which you probably did.
What do you do more?
Keep looking for the glowing things.
Echoes.
Right. Those.
So Fred and I are going to a concert in April.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to see 5 bands in concert. Guess how much the ticket cost?
3 cents.
$15 each.
It's not bad, actually. Is it a music festival or an actual concert?
It's an actual concert.
Energy levels are dropping. You're halfway there.
Splitting $15 3 ways. Or $15 5 ways. That equals 3.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Excuse me, game? Okay. Ice cream's cold in your teeth? Yeah, you probably shouldn't bite ice cream.
Kind of one of the rules of ice cream.
Have you ever seen a cat get brain freeze?
You just kind of start shaking my head.
What?
Silence.
You just kind of start shaking their head, right?
Yeah, they open their mouth really wide. They honestly kind of get scared because they don't know what the hell's going on.
Like losers.
And then, yeah, and then they shake their head side to side.
What the hell? I turned off. Well, that's annoying.
Relics up ahead.
This one's a lot more crowded.
I turned off shuffle and it didn't turn off shuffle.
I'll pat myself on the back.
Oh, that's the worst.
Scars.
Man. One of my friends got an apartment this week too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He did. No roommates.
Wow.
When I've had my kid, and there's no. I don't know when I won't have my kid.
Yeah, living without a roommate's probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. obviously a lot more expensive and it's financially a lot tighter, but
A lot better.
totally worth it. Frank.
What do you say?
Have you ever put a fork in a socket? I heard that hurts pretty bad too.
I mean, might not. You never know.
I reached through a doorway kind of around the corner to turn off a light in a buddy's house when I was in high school. And I didn't know that they had taken the switch cover off of the switch. And I reached in and got shocked by the wires. That wasn't
I go to
fun.
that person's house ever again. This man in my game, his name is Chicken Nugs.
Nice. I'm going on the run. Can I stay at y'all's place? No roommates.
Especially criminals. Sorry.
The only roommate I have is my cat, and he's enough of a jerk sometimes.
No, sometimes. Okay.
Defeat Scars. Where are these other Scars? Oh, there he is.
There we are.
Relic silence. Big work? What was that?
It came from below.
Of course it did. Hate to
If
say
it helps, you're a bro.
producing the eggs. If we don't get rid of the source,
No roommates. No exceptions.
Hey, find me a way underground.
Already done. There. That door should lead underground.
Why is there a door to a cave?
To keep something out?
Or a...
Did you just yell?
Oh, the big bad Corvus agent's not a fan of scorpions. Well, no prophets, their likability isn't up for debate.
Scar is dead. Simba killed him. Nice.
The only way forward is through an underwater passage ahead.
Like, I'm sorry, you don't want to get left behind in this place.
Wow. It's almost peaceful down here.
Scorpions can't swim, right? Don't worry, Sam. I won't get you.
I have a bump on my arm that's itchy. I think I got bit by a spider. Stupid spooters.
That's a lot of eggs.
You know what they say? You've got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette.
I don't want that omelette. What is that?
Another relic. Careful, freelancer. It's unstable.
I hate it when they do that. What do we do now?
Gather the fragments and silence the relic.
Hello, Scar. Is there a space pirate faction? Not really. There's no outer space in this game. But there is like an outlaw faction in the game. I guess, I mean, pirates are outlaws. I guess you can maybe put 2 and 2 together there.
Maybe.
And they steal other technology and supplies and stuff, so, I mean, basically pirates.
Heads up, scars incoming.
How'd they get down here?
Bastards love to blow.
Almost done. Only a few fragments left.
Hey, freelancer. More scars. I know. These look extra powerful.
Yeah, I think everybody just kind of turns a blind eye to that, Frank, to be honest with you, because it's the Lion King and it's, you know... they're animals.
Blind eye to what?
I can't say it on YouTube Live.
Huh.
You'll have to read it.
Hey, door's still closed and there's notes everywhere.
Give it a minute. It should work itself out.
Should.
Energy readings are stabilizing, albeit slowly.
Do that in a minute.
Just stay in the center. Any interference will cause the energy to spike again. Freelancer, stay on the platform.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, Frank.
No.
What?
I don't think our friend liked that. Too bad. I'm just getting started.
Wow, that was one of the worst loot chests I've ever seen. Pog, shitty loot.
It got quiet.
Bet it'll stay that way.
The worst loot chest and 2 tokens in a blue.
No. Oh, there you go, masterwork. Sweet.
It's pretty dark in here.
Throw down a flare. It'll help.
You need freelancers of tools for everything. Back into the deep. Oh, that's just wrong.
Are the only curated Dreaming City weapons the Scout and the Sniper? That's the only ones that I've gotten, Frank. I'm not sure about
You're not helping.
if there's a curated shotgun or hand cannon, or auto rifle, or rocket launcher.
It would be unprofessional to cut the link.
If we get new areas to explore, it needs to be an ancient city full of treasures that are guarded by this giant tyrant that breathes fire and flies around, so a dragon? I mean, there's already Chimera in the game, which are sort of dragons. Wouldn't surprise me if they added in some sort of Chimera boss eventually. Oh, I'm screwed? Oh, maybe not. Did I hear what happened to Glad? Yeah, I did. It is unfortunate. And unfair, I would say.
I think literally everyone would.
Even the way it dies is unnerving.
Well, how many beers will it take me to forget that thing? I'm gonna go with 8.
One for each of the tyrant's legs.
Oh, no more scorpion talk, please.
Yeah, I agree with the CB. I do. I was wondering where the other guy went. He's probably watching Lion King. Who, Casper?
Oh, yeah, totally. You caught me.
Caught him. Confirmed. Ooh, Relner's Blaze ignites a target while on a hit streak. Nice you. It's a weapon I didn't have before. What's a good way to set up the Ranger? I actually made a video on that today, Silver Dragon. So my video today was a Ranger build. The one I just used, actually. I have to check out this new assault rifle I just got, though. Gives me 50% more armor and 60% more armor? Jesus. Okay. Okay. So 110% more armor. And the weapon does 28% more damage, and overall I get 3% more damage. Just found another stat stick. Weapons. Rallner's Blaze. Yeah, basically this setup, the components are all kind of garbage, but Ember's Lance and Last Argument. Good build. Saw a meme, Glad finds exploit on Destiny 2, Bungie responds, oh, we fixed it. Thanks, Glad. He finds exploit on Anthem, EA responds from a ban. Yeah, it's not really a meme, that's what happened. And the thing is, like, Glad didn't even find the exploit. He, like, it was originally, like, anything that he did was found on Reddit. And someone in his chat said, hey, go check out this Reddit post because it has a thing you can do in it. And then he would do the thing, and then he got in trouble for it.
Hmm.
Unless
BioWare's really doing God's work.
unless there's some part of the story we don't know, but I doubt it.
I really don't think that any human would be able to play Anthem as much as Glad and then play it offline or off stream.
Yeah.
What the? That's upsetting.
Yeah, I mean, if a content creator is like actively showing people exploits, not necessarily even like showing a guide, but just showing people an exploit over and over and over again, I could see them like not inviting that creator out to like an event if they disagree with that. If they're like, we don't like when people do that, we're just not going to invite do any of our things.
Systems check out.
I can see that. That's perfectly respectable.
For unusual patterns.
Okay, sounds good.
But perma banning is
Permabanning a guy who's been talking about how much they love your game all the time. In a time where you can be bombarded with bad reviews. It's just not a good look at all. Like we said earlier, it'd be one thing if you were like doing stuff to change the game in order to do the exploit, but it's just a bug that's right there. He doesn't have to do anything extra.
right. What's a good consistent way to farm for masterworks or legendaries? Grandmaster 1 Tyrant Mine over and over and over and over again.
And just Grandmaster 1. Grandmaster 2 and 3 are still bugged, right?
They're not bugged, but they're super difficult and don't really give you a high enough chance to make it like better than just farming Grandmaster 1.
Well, that's the thing. In the description it says that it's much, much better.
Oh yeah, it's not much better.
Yeah, that's why people are kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying that it's bugged.
Oh sure.
Instead of
No exploit. Yeah, I don't use game glitches or exploits. That's by choice though.
yeah. Loser. Wouldn't even Titan skate.
Yep, I don't Titan skate in Destiny 2. I don't didn't participate in the loot cave in Destiny 1. Just find a good, get yourself a good loadout on whatever Javelin you want to play, and just play Tyrant Mine Grandmaster 1. You can get lucky and get a couple good, if you get a couple good public events on free mode, you can get some like a good, pretty good drop rate. But I think farming free mode, like going from event to event to event, is really only good if you're in a group of 4 and in voice comms, so you can, tell each other, like split up and try to find events. Trying to like flying around randomly and trying to find events solo is meh.
Shaper fragments in the area. You see that?
We'll put it nicely.
Great start. There's more.
This rifle's not bad.
We've got scorpions headed our way.
Yeah, I know. There's another glitch thing you can do on hunters with Blade Barrage now. Which I really hope they fix before Gambit Prime comes out. But I can assume it won't be. But yeah, I mean, you can even do it on console. It's just a lot harder because you don't have macros to make it like super easy to do. And with what the glitch or exploit is, I'm curious as like how long it's been in the game.
I assume it's been there for a while.
But the thing that makes, you know, that exploit or that glitch slightly less annoying is a hunter has to get their ultimate and then not use it. And I don't think the average player using that exploit is going to have as good of a time as Bakken.
They'll be interested in what we've found.
Yeah.
I think the average hunter is still going to go Spectral Blades because that's the easiest super to get a ton. Oh, I just got a legendary.
Good job on that one.
It's the easiest super to get just tons and tons of kills off of. Wow, I didn't even have anything to do with killing that enemy, and somebody else killed it when I was flying over it, and it pooped out an epic for me. I'll take it. Epics don't do me a damn bit of good, but it's free crafting materials. It seems like there's a higher drop chance to get legendaries from Grandmaster 1 free mode than there is from Strongholds. I think I've gotten a total of 5 legendaries now, and I think all but one of them has been gotten in free play. But I mean, they're still rare.
Support. Low on ammo. If you're coming, do it now.
That signal's close. We should answer the call.
Thanks.
What's the best way to get Masterworks? I'm assuming you weren't here 2 minutes ago. Grandmaster 1 Tyrant Mine. Over and over and over again. Well, like I said earlier, you can get lucky in free play, but Grandmaster 1 Tyrant Mine is the easiest and most consistent way to farm for Masterworks.
That's Scar. We've got a fight on our hands. Keep up the pressure.
The Scars have lost a leader, thanks to you. That's the last of them. Don't get too comfortable out here, though.
Okay. Good. Thanks for the help. I owe you.
No problem. Six-shot golden gun is the way to go. I really enjoy six-shooter now.
Alright. It's time to head off to bed.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Alrighty, man. We'll take it easy.
Man. Late.
It is super late. You were correct. I am definitely feeling it. Actually, my contacts are starting to really hurt my eyes, so.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Thanks for joining me. If it wasn't, you know, even if it was just chatting.
Problem, dude. That's
What? You cut out there.
I said that's all I can do if you're playing in.
Yeah.
I'm detecting a nest of scorpions not far from you.
Computer's
Be
dying.
careful.
Computer's dying?
Yeah.
We should tell it to not do that.
Scorpions. You need to clear the nest.
Oh, geez, Gabriel. Thanks for the super chat, man.
That's the first.
Not very often I get one of those. But it's much appreciated.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
We've got more trouble headed our way.
Seriously, thank you. Thank you, Gabriel. The support on the stream is mucho appreciated. Glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad I was able to help.
One more and you're done.
Yeah. Take one of those. It's muster point. I'm out of ammo now. That's a rip. There we go. Now there's ammo.
Good. That part's done.
Ow.
We should secure the area before moving on.
Do I know a good LFG Discord? I don't know one for Anthem, unfortunately. But when I do find one, I will definitely mention it in a video and link it.
That's it. They're falling back. Let them lick their wounds.
Well, I've had good luck chasing this Dashcams guy. I've always run into another public event trying to get to him, so hopefully we'll have that again. It's water? It is water. Hey, Tree Lamar. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If you guys like the stream, you could always support the stream by hitting that like button. Right now, I'm kind of winding it down, though. It is a little late for me. But if you want to catch my next stream, which will be Monday, then be sure to hit subscribe. Let's see here. Let's go towards this dude. Let's take a quick dive. Cool the jets down. Probably run into another pub. I want to do one more pub event before I go back. Oh, look around. Oh, it's already open. I'm gonna do one more pub event. I do have a legendary that we just got from the first pub event that I did. I'm gonna do one more though. Later. Later, CB. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming to hang out. Oh yeah, this is that Enclave base. Oh, what are you? Pick up. Neat. Pick up. Neat. I've had this game for a week now. You're liking it so far? It's super fun, man. I've played this game since Well, I played both the demos. Then I played Early Access starting in the 15th. And I've been really, really enjoying it ever since, so... Oh, okay. Ow. Oh, those things hurt. But my laser hurts more. Goodbye, sir. What should we be playing to get more Masterworks and Legendaries? I would say, you know, if you can do Grandmaster 1, if you just hit 30, like if you're a very, very fresh level 30, I would say do some free play for a little bit. You know, get some legendary, get some, not legendary, you don't have to wait for legendary. Get some Masterwork gear, do your legendary, you know, make sure you finish up all the side missions too, after you complete the campaign. Because once you complete all the side missions, then you can do legendary bounties. I'm sorry, legendary contracts. And legendary contracts guarantee you to get a Masterwork component, which is the best way of getting Masterwork components. The Masterwork components make it so you can live through Grandmaster 1 strongholds. So after, you know, after you do 3-4 of those legendary contracts, you should be able to do Grandmaster strongholds no problem. Without any problems. You can go in beforehand, obviously, just be more difficult. Once you can easily clear Grandmaster 1 Tyrant Mine, that's going to be your best bet for farming other Masterworks. Legendaries, there's not really a good place to farm them right now. They're just too rare. But the thing about legendaries is they're just slightly better versions of Masterworks. So it's not like, it's not a make or break thing for any build. It's just going to make any build better. There's a masterwork. Ranger feels bad. You have a masterwork Ranger. It doesn't feel strong. It's really going to depend on what abilities you're using. I really enjoyed my masterwork Ranger. Its AoE is not nearly as strong as my Colossus, but my single target damage on my Colossus is nowhere near as strong as my Ranger, so there's that trade-off. Well, we got that other masterwork. Let's go back, take a look at what we got for that masterwork and that legendary. But there's a build video that I put out today, Jacob, that goes over a build for Ranger that's really, really powerful if you can get your hands on the gear for it. And you don't need the legendary that I have either. You can have the masterwork version of it, and it's just as strong. Speaking of that, this is the masterwork that you want. And, oh boy, this actually has a pretty decent roll on it, too. 65% more damage. I think my legendary is still better, but... And the legendary I got is a... Seeker grenade, huh? Defeating enemies from above grants 75% increased weapon damage for 20 seconds. Support, 45% speed, 13% damage. This is really, really good too. Holy crap. You watched the video? But yeah, that's what you're gonna want to go for. That's the most successful Ranger build I've found. I'm sure there's more once I get, you know, more gear, you know, that has better random rolls on it. I'm sure I'll find other things that are good too, but that's just what I've found to be the most successful right now. I'll have to play with it, see what happens. I don't like how this constantly says it's an upgrade. So we have 65% there, 200 there, so yeah, that's, yeah. Alright, there we go. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of my stream for tonight. My right eye is really bothering me right now. I need to take my contacts out. It was fun. Had a blast tonight. Hopefully you all had a blast as well. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button in the stream yet, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps me out. Also, if you're new here, you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It doesn't cost you anything, and helps my channel grow. Helps the channel grow to be able to see when I go live, see when I post videos, that sort of thing. You can also join my Discord server as well. Link should be in the description. Let me just double check that real quick. I don't think it is. It is not, but it is in the link to my Discord is in every single one of my videos, in my video description, so you can join that there. As well, if you want to chat or if you want to get notified on that platform when I go live or post a video. But yeah, like I said, it was fun. Had a blast tonight. I definitely will be covering Anthem as the game progresses. So Anthem and Destiny 2 are going to be kind of my main focus on the channel now. Division 2 will not be. Didn't really have a blast with that yesterday. But yeah, again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being awesome, everybody. And have a good night. Have a good tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you are on the planet. Or if you're not on the planet somehow, have a good whatever you consider your day, night, whatever. Yeah. Catch you on later. Well, like I said, Monday at 10 p.m. Central is when I will be going live next. So Monday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's USA time. It's the same time zone as Chicago. But have a good night.